cho nên cô hỏi con chứ cô không có thời gian để cô soạn câu câu cho nên cô chỉ trả lời đã.
Dạ không sao, tại vì theo kinh nghiệm của cô thôi.
Dạ. Thì lắm bằng tiếng Anh hay tiếng gì?
Dạ tiếng Anh. Dạ. Good morning, Mrs. Nguyen. Thank you for being into my interview today.
No, it's my pleasure to do that. I hope you'll do help.
Yeah, thank you very much. So how are you today?
I'm okay. A little bit down with I think a little bit of a cold or something, but apart from that I'm okay, and I hope I'm not going to give it to you.
Oh no, you won't. So are you feeling better now? Have you taken your medication yet?
I just take some Panadol. Usually I hate to take medication, but I just take some.
So it's been like half a semester now, so are you feeling stressed out with all the assignments you have to mark and
Not really stressed out, but busy.
Yeah. But you seem really happy, so you should be loving the job that you're having at the moment.
Of course, I love it. Otherwise, like all teachers love their job, because otherwise they wouldn't continue with their teaching if they don't love it.
So could you briefly just explain, as a teacher, what do you do on a daily basis and what does your role involve?
On daily basis, the main role is job teaching.
Yes.
So, I just come and teach. However, actually, to be able to teach successfully, I have to actually prepare a lot, because like the content is the same for every, like for the whole Queensland, the content, for example, year 10, year 11 and 12, the content is the same. But with a different group of students, we have to teach differently, so that the student can understand and able to use the concept. So actually, like lots of preparation, and when teaching, I have to make sure that the student in class understand it. Some students are very good in speaking up when they do not understand. They ask questions, but some don't. But usually, some of them try to hide it, and sometimes they don't ask questions because they don't want to appear not understanding in front of their friends. So they pretend to understand. So as part of my job, I have to realize who understand and who not, and how I'm going to help them so that they understand and learn better.
So like you just said, you have to use a lot of like communication skills to make sure that the students understand, and maybe some third-person skills just to interpret the non-verbal to see if they can truly understand. Is that right?
Yeah, of course. In every job, I think communication is like a very essential skill that everyone has to have. And especially as a teacher, communication is actually the main thing that determines whether it's successful or not. Without communication, how can the student understand what is in my knowledge and what is in my thought? Because they need to understand the concept. But without communication, it is hard to, it is not like transfer my knowledge to student knowledge, but to help them to understand, I need to explain things. I need to find out whether they understand it or not. So communication is very essential part of my job.
Yeah. So I know communication is really important across workplaces as well. So as I said, communication is very important as being a teacher. So what are some communication skills that you think are very important to being a teacher?
Many skills are important. Like for example, to be able to understand the student and to be able to get yourself understood by the student. The other skill is like listening skill is also good as well. That's a part of communication, because sometimes if we do not listen, we do not know what the student want to know or what they know and what they don't know. So like I have to listen to students carefully, and sometimes I try to clarify what they try to say, because sometimes I just say one thing and it means something different. So listening is one of the skills that I use a lot in my job. What else? Clarity. When I say something, I try to clarify with the student to make sure that they know what I mean. I try to be concise as possible, because like if I talk long and I keep on talking, maybe they get bored and they do not want to listen anymore. So I try to say, hey, little as possible, but convey all the meaning that I want. So be clear and concise is quite important in communication, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So I believe that you do a lot of paraphrasing as well, just to get ideas across.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes when, as I said, the student says something, I try to clarify by paraphrasing, or is that what you mean?
Yes.
Because sometimes they just say and then they mean something else, and sometimes they think that adult can understand what they're trying to say behind what they said.
Yes.
So so sometimes I have to reply to make sure that that is what they're trying to say.
Yeah, as being a tutor now, I know that sometimes the students don't understand, and we really need to clarify and just to make sure that they don't just nod their head and.
Yeah, exactly. Not ahead and not understanding. Yeah. So how's your tutoring going?
Oh, it's been really good.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah. So I know for teaching, we need another skill that we need is to build relationship with the students as well. Do you think that is correct?
Yes, we need to have like a special professional relationship with the student.
Yeah.
Friendliness is one of the things that I use, like being friendly with the student, so I can build like a good relationship with the student. Once you have a good relationship with the student, they tend to work harder and they will achieve better. Yeah. I get nothing from the student achievement, but because once they achieve their goal, that is my job satisfaction. So, yeah.
But to do that, it's all back to communication.
Yeah, back to communication and being friendly with students. Be open-minded to them as well, because sometimes you have to understand from the point of view of the student, so that they will be open to tell you everything that they need us to help with.
Yeah. So mostly we need to empathize with them too. So what would happen if you don't communicate properly?
The fourth thing is that if I don't communicate properly, the student wouldn't understand what I'm trying to say. So they will not understand the lesson, and later on, if they keep on doing like that, they wouldn't pass their test if they do not have a private tutor, or they do not learn things by themselves or teach themselves. So it would be hard if I can't communicate properly. I can't be a teacher.
Yeah. Is there any time that, just one time that you have communicated ineffectively with the student before?
Yes, there are several times when the students don't want to listen. No matter what I say, they just don't want to listen, so I find it hard to talk to them. Sometimes when they are in stressful situation, so in that case, I have to ease out a little bit, so let the student calm down. Just try to comfort them first, so that they can listen. So usually I have to, sometimes I just have to stop and just comfort them first. Yeah, if they have problems. But apart from that, I don't think we have other problems with communicating things.
So how many years have you been teaching for?
How many years? Look at my hair. 2002 that I started, so 14 years.
So have your communication skills improved a lot since then?
My communication skill, I don't think it improved, but I don't know, like my experience improved. So like I get, I don't know. Yeah, I think sometimes it improves without knowing, it might be, but since the starting of my profession, my personality is quite friendly with students, so I do not actually have trouble from the beginning. So I'm not sure, and I don't realize whether it improved or not. Maybe other teachers can say whether it's improved or not. But personally, I do not actually see, but I know that I improve my teaching.
I believe having an open personality will really help with teaching as well.
Oh yeah, thanks.
So thank you very much for being in my interview today. Your time is.
My pleasure. But I hope I answer all of your questions effectively.
Oh yes, you did. You have really well communication skills.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No worries.